Okay, so yours might be in a different order than mine, but at least as you kind of go through, you'll see the different answers to the questions. So this one was finding the constant of proportionality in kilograms per block. So we know constant of proportionality means unit rate. It's my 1. So 3 to get to 1 would be divide by 3. So 30 divided by 3 would be 10. So for this one, I'm going to pick 10. Okay. Then does this represent a proportional relationship? So let's check kind of each one. So they should all, excuse me, simplify to the same thing or be the same quantity. So we could get 2 to get to 4 is times 2. 6 times 2 is 12, so that works. 2 to get to 8 is times 4. 6 times 4 is 24, that works. 2 to get to 6 is times 3. 6 times 3 is not 21. So that one is a problem in this particular table. So even though it's just 1, I have to say no. This one, we're going to write an equation for the proportional relationship in the table. So I need to find my constant of proportionality. So that's going to be my 1. So 7 to get to 1 is divide by 7. So 84 divided by 7. I don't know that math fact in my head, so I'm going to check in my calculator. And it's 12. And so when I write my equation then, I'm going to do the y thing equals the constant of proportionality times x. And so that means that the answer I want to pick is this one that has the 12 in it. This one, finding constant of proportionality. So again, I need my number 1. 2 to get to 1 is divide by 2. So 90 divided by 2 would be 45. So I'm going to pick 45. Something that you might be noticing as we're starting to do these here is that really what I'm doing is this divided by this each time. And I could do it with actually any of the numbers within my table. Does this represent a proportional relationship? So let's go ahead and erase these things here. All right, so if I check this one out, 2 to get to 6 is times 3, and 1 times 3 is 3, so that works out. 2 to get to 18 is times 9, 1 times 9 is 9, so that works out. 2 to get to 10 is times 5, 1 times 5 is 5, so that works out. And you could also see they all divide to the same number. So 2 divided by 1 is 2, 6 divided by 3 is 2, 18 divided by 9 is 2, 10 divided by 5 is 2. So however you think about it there, this one is a yes. Next one, we need to write an equation for the proportional relationship. So I'm going to go ahead and find my number 1. So 2 to get to 1 is divide by 2. So 90 divided by 2. We actually did this one already as just to find the proportion. So now we're just writing the equation. So I'm putting my 90 divided by 2 is 45, goes into my equation like that. Does this table represent a proportional relationship? If so, what is the constant of proportionality? So we're kind of checking here. So we could do 15 divided by 5 is 3. 18 divided by 6 is 3. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 24 divided by 8 is 3. So since they all come out the same, I would say yes. And every time we divided, we got 3. So that would be my answer there. Next one, what's the constant of proportionality here? So I need to get to my 1. So 9 divided by 9 is 1. So divide by 9. Or really, I'm just doing 342 divided by 9. So I'll check that one in my calculator. And I get 38. So 38 is going to be my answer. Next one, constant of proportionality in houses per paint can. So again, I'm getting my number 1. And so I could do 5 to get to 1's divide by 5. So 15 divided by 5 would be 3. And for this one, again, constant of proportionality, I want to go ahead and get my 1. So I'm going to do miles per dollar. And so when I do that, I'm going to end up with doing, this one should actually, well, on yours will say dollars per mile. So I'm going to do my dollars divided by miles, and that's why I get 3/10 as my answer. And this one, I'm going to write an equation from here. So again, I need my 1. So I could do 55.5 divided by 3, and I get 18.5. And so then my equation with the 18.5 would be this one. And constant of proportionality is the same as finding what? Unit rate, we talked about definitely. Unit price is just a kind of unit rate with money, so that would still make sense. I'm going to say all of the above. Unit means, we know that's our number 1. That's why with unit rate, we're always finding our 1s, right? And a proportional relationship can be written as an equation in the form. We know that we multiply, so the one that says multiply is right here. And last but not least, an equation for this one. So I need to get to my number 1. So I divide by 2. So 32 divided by 2 would be 16. And so I need the y equals 16x. The end. If you have any questions, you can always go ahead and ask them. If you want to play again, you can try that as well to help yourself here. But hopefully at this point, these questions are starting to get easier.